Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over how to start a brand new Shopify dropshipping store. I'm super excited to show you how to do this setup. Now, starting your own dropshipping store through Shopify is really no different than starting your own e-commerce store. So this tutorial is going to give you a quick walkthrough how you can do the setup in under an hour. Okay, let's get started. So first, you're going to visit shopify.com. And you can take a look at some of their pricing and packages here. They have a lot of affordable options. If you're brand new, I recommend starting with this $29 a month option. I really like this middle $79 a month option because it has a lot of cool reporting features built in, which is really awesome to help you look at all your numbers and for taxes and such. If you pick one of these plans, you can always change it in the future, so you're not locked in. You can make a change later. So once you pick the package you want to go with, you're going to go ahead and get started and do the setup. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll come right back to you. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I went through the setup and now it's time to dive in and create your store. So in this example, I'm going to be doing a kitchen related store. So if you look at the dashboard, it's super user-friendly. You have your navigation here on the left where you can look at orders and your products, customer info. You can click into online store, and this is where you can design and set up your theme. You can add a blog, set up various pages, and more. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to show you how to do this setup really quick and easy. Now, first things first, let's pick a theme. You can pick a free or a paid theme. I usually just go with a free theme, and depending upon how successful that store is, if I decide to keep it or sell it, because I do tend to flip websites and e-commerce stores, I may splurge and do a paid theme in the future. So let's start with a free theme. And you can really pick any theme you want. We'll just take a look at a couple here. Okay, so we'll look at this one, supply, first, just to see what it looks like. Pretty straightforward. Okay, this looks fine. We'll go ahead and add this one. You're going to like that all of the free themes are very professional looking. A lot of them are really minimalist. They're not over cluttered and they look great. Just like the type of experience you want to deliver to your customer. So we're just going to wait for that theme to get applied here. And while that's doing that, let's take a look at adding some products. And I'm just going to make up a couple products here. But for setting up your dropshipping store, you would have already picked a niche like kitchen or home or fashion or whatever you want to pursue. And you should have also picked a source or a supplier. And examples of suppliers for dropshipping include major retailers like Walmart, Target, Home Depot. You can also dropship from marketplaces like eBay or Amazon or AliExpress. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some products, and I'm just going to make this up. Okay, so something that really help your visibility with your store is making sure that you have an SEO optimized product title and description. SEO stands for search engine optimization. We won't dive into that too much, but it's basically the stuff that helps your products in your store get found in Google. You want your stuff found in Google because when consumers are visiting Google, they're going to type in things like kitchen cup or black leather jacket or something like that. And when they type those terms into the search engine, you want your products to pop up because that means that they'll be able to visit your store and increase the chances of buying and helping you make a sale. So when it comes to SEO optimizing your title and your description, you're going to use keywords, and the keywords are what the consumer types into the search engine. So to find keywords, you're going to think about your product like kitchen cup, for example, and then you'll go to a tool to see if you can find keywords that are easy to rank for that you can use throughout your product in the title and in the description. All right, so one of the tools that I like to use is called Ubersuggest. This is a free tool. You can use other tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush or other tools like that. Ubersuggest provides all that information and it's free, so I really like using this one. You're going to start with your term like kitchen cup. And Ubersuggest will take that term and it'll spit back some information at you. It'll tell you if the term is competitive, what the search volume is, how easy is it to rank for. So that's what all this good info is up here. Now these two you can ignore. This is for if you do a paid PPC campaign like Google Ads, for example. So we're going to just ignore it. You want to focus on these two. Search volume. So this is how often this term, kitchen cup, is getting searched for during the month. The number of searches this particular keyword has during a month. So this is 260. I like this number to be 100 or greater, so this is just perfect. Next is SEO difficulty. This is ranked on a scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being least difficult and 100 being most difficult. So this looks like it's right in the middle at 49. And the SEO difficulty is the estimated competition in organic search. The higher the number, the more competitive. So you want this number, the volume, to be as high as possible, and you want. And then what you'll notice down below here, kitchen cup, it is also color ranked. Green is easy. This yellow orangey color is moderate, and then red is hard. You want to go for the green easy terms if you can. That means it's easier to rank for and your chances of ranking are increased because it's an easier to rank for term. You can see all of these are moderate and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you can't use a moderate or a hard term. It just means it's going to be more difficult to rank for quickly and it may just take more time. So you can see it gives you some suggestions here with the different volumes and the different keyword difficulty scores. You can expand and look at more keyword ideas. And this will give you a bigger list of possible terms that you can look for. And we'll see if we can find any green, easy words that we can use. Here's one. Natasha's Kitchen Cupcakes. Okay, so that one I don't think will be relevant for what we're trying to do because we're trying to sell a kitchen cup, not cupcakes. This one is gourmet, 3-cup rice cooker, kitchen gizmo K-cup. Okay, so we'll have to look around a little bit more. KitchenAid cupcake recipe. Okay, and if you're not finding what you're looking for, you can just go back here and you can play around and type in a bunch of different terms and see what works and what's relevant to what you're trying to do. Okay, so let's head back. All right, so that's just a quick SEO tutorial to help you with your product title and description. With your description, you want to make this sound really good. You want to use lots of illustrative words to paint the picture for your customer. You want to use images, you want to use bolded text, and you want this to be kind of longer, at least 100 to 200 words, caption length. Here, this is where you add images, add as many images as you can to really showcase your product. You'll set pricing. You can add a compare it price as well. This will help with the perceived value, so you can have a compare it price of $100 and your price of $20, for example. This tells the customer that they're getting something valued at $100 for $20. So this is going to help want them to purchase even more. And then you have info here about inventory, which you can skip since you're drop shipping. And then the shipping, weight, and other good info. Then you have your tags. This is where you add a collection. And then that is it. When you're done, you're going to hit save. Okay, awesome. So we're just going to add a couple more products and then we'll head back over to the theme and we'll get that set up. Okay, so we'll call this one kitchen knife. Okay, then we'll do one last one and head over to the theme. All right. Okay, so we are all done. Let's head over to the theme. See if that's ready. Okay, great. So it's ready to be customized. Before we do that, let's add some pages. Okay, so I would recommend that you add an about page and a contact us page. Your about page is going to tell the customer about your brand. So you're going to write a blurb about who you are, why you started, what you offer, what makes you different from the competition, things like that. You can tell your personal story, why you started in the industry, your background, experience, expertise, whatever you like, can go right here in this About Us section. And then the next one is going to be contact, because you're going to want to place some contact details. If the customer has questions or an inquiry, they want to be able to reach you, so you have contact. And here you can do the contact page template. This will create a form so they can reach out to you, and you can also write something here if you want to or not. All right, so those are the two staple pages I recommend. You can also add additional pages like a sizing chart. This is really good if you sell apparel. You can add a frequently asked questions page. You can add a track your order page. Those are just some examples of other pages you can add to your store. Okay, so let's go into the theme now. Okay, so we're going to click Customize, and this is where you can really make your store page come alive. Now, what really fuels the look and feel of your website on Shopify is going to be the images. Shopify does offer images through Burst. You can see it right here, Burst by Shopify. So you can search for free stock photos to use here. You can also use other free stock photo image sources like Pexels, or I like to use Unsplash, Kaboom Pics. There's a ton of different ones. So since I have a kitchen store, I'm going to search for kitchen images to use. And I think I'll probably just use this one, see if that works. And I'll just grab a few more images just in case I need them. Okay, all right, so we'll go back to the theme. Okay, so once you're at the theme, starting from the top, we're going to begin with the header. And here you can add a logo. You can see the theme has this kind of basic logo for your store name. You can keep this if you want. If you want to create more of a custom logo, you can use a tool like Canva. You go to canva.com, and that's totally free. You can create a logo, and it has the dimensions here. I think it's cut off on the screen, but it's 400 pixels wide, and you can add that here. And we're just going to use this for now. Next, slideshow, and this is going to be this right here. So this is where we're going to add images. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so here we go. Okay, so these are all the ones that we got. Okay, Looks like we can only do one at a time. That's fine. Okay, so there's one. I'm just going to add all of them here just to see what everything looks like. See which one looks the best. Okay, and that last one looks like it's too big. Okay, so we have these, and these are really great, striking images. So I'm just going to pick a favorite. I really like these two. I'll just go with this one. And then select, and then there we go. All right, let's see. Okay, so making some good progress so far. Let's go ahead and go back. Collection list. So this is where you can feature, select collections. We only have one collection so far, the home page. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let me get this out of the way. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Select, change. Okay, and you can see I'm kind of fumbling around this this theme. I've never used this one before. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so I took a little pause to go and add some images to the products that we added. That'll help to kind of fill out the theme a bit more. Let's do collections. Okay, so here we go. You can find them right here. The collections are going to be your product categories. So I'm going to have bestsellers. And you'll want to have a description here as well. It says it's optional, but I recommend adding a description. And then you have manual or automated. Manual is where you can put the products into this collection yourself. So you pick and choose one by one. And then with automated, you'll list certain conditions so that products are automatically added to the collection. Like, for example, you can add a tag to a product, and if the product has kitchen as the tag, it'll automatically go to bestsellers collection, for example. And there's other ways that you can do it here as well. So I'm just going to do manual. Okay, so we have homepage bestsellers. We're going to add a couple more. We'll do a featured collection, and then we'll do a home collection, and then that will be it. Actually, we'll just change this from homepage to home. We'll just have 3 for now. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we'll go back to the theme. You can see it's starting to take shape, but this is a preview with the debut theme. We're using supply. Here we go. All right, so this is what we have so far. Okay, so we'll go to collection list, and we'll do bestsellers. Okay, good. So now we have these 3 here. Okay, there we are. And then we'll go back. Featured collection. We'll do home. Featured collection. I'm just going to do home for them all because they have the pictures. And then the third one. It's really simple to customize your home page too. Like if you don't want to have 3 featured collections, you can go in and remove a section. You can just have 2 like this. You can see how that looks. Okay. All right, so then now we're back down here. Slideshow. So we can add an image and we'll use this one. There we go. Perfect. All right, if you want to add a second one, you can do one like this. Add that. There we go. And don't forget to save your work. All right, and then we have rich text. So this is at the very bottom. It says talk about your brand. And then you can write a text description there. Save. And then lastly, we have footer, which is right here. And I won't go through this part, but you can customize this how you'd like to. You can pick and choose your quick links and write your get in touch description or change this or remove it. Lots of things that you can do to make this just the way you want it. If you go to theme settings, you can change the coloring. Like for the footer, if you want it to have a black background like that, you can do that. And then you can make the text white. There we go. Save. So that's what that looks like. And then you can change some of the other colors as you'd like to. And this is just colors. There's other things you can customize like the typography, and you can add a favicon. All kinds of stuff. Okay, so we'll save and then we'll go ahead and publish. All right, so we're all set. If you're not sure about the theme, you can change it really easily. You can play around with different themes. It's really simple and it's really fun to do. It lets you be as creative as you want to. Okay, so far we have set up a Shopify store. We have added products and collections. We've applied a theme and published the store. We talked about pages. Next, let's go to the legal stuff. So to get to legal here, you're going to go to settings, which is in the lower left-hand corner. And this is going to be where you publish your policies, your refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of service. If you want to add a shipping policy as well, you definitely can. This is optional. So for these first 3 policies, all you do is click this Create from Template button, and it'll add a policy here for you. Really simple. That's all you do. The shipping policy doesn't have a templated policy like the 3 above. So for this one, you're going to be writing it out yourself. And this is if you choose to have a shipping policy. Again, this one is optional. When you have these 3 policies, it is going to add your personal information in the policy, your email address, and possibly your phone number. So you want to scroll through the entire policy and remove that or update it to your business information, like your business address, for example, if you don't want the general public to see your personal details. So just remember that. That is on all 3 policies, I believe. Okay. And then you have your payment providers. There are different payment gateways that you can select. I recommend Shopify Partners. You can add these other ones as well. There's PayPal and Amazon Pay and other options. You'll just follow the instructions there to activate. And then the taxes, you're going to set this up the way you'd like to. And then next we have shipping. All right, and then so since we're going to be doing drop shipping, you're not going to have to connect to DHL or UPS or USPS or any shipping carrier because you're going to drop ship. You just want to use this section to set up what your shipping rates are going to be. So if you want to have free shipping, then you'll go in and do 0 for the shipping cost. If you want to have a flat rate based on the number of products or where you're shipping to, you can do that as well. Okay, and those are all the sections we're going to cover. You can look at each of these sections if you'd like to and dive in and really customize the store how you'd like to. We won't cover that too much in this video. Let's go ahead and head back home. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to go over is actually two things. The first thing is domain. Now, when you first set up your Shopify store, you're going to have your store name .myshopify.com. If you want to keep that, you can. What I would recommend is that you invest and get your own domain. It adds a level of professionalism to your store that really can't compare to having a My Shopify domain. If you want to add a domain through Shopify here, you can. I think it's $12 or $14, so not too bad. And it'll take you just a couple minutes to get that set up and connected to your store. You can also purchase a domain from an outside source like Namecheap or GoDaddy. Once you buy through an outside source, you can connect it to Shopify. You'll come here, click Add Domain, and then you can click this option for Connect Existing Domain. You'll type in the domain, and I think it reads where the domain is coming from, and it'll give you instructions for how to connect. I recently started a store and I bought a Namecheap domain, and it took me under 5 minutes to connect that Namecheap domain to Shopify. So really simple. You don't have to be tech savvy or anything like that to follow the simple instructions. It is really a no-brainer. The benefit of going with a domain that is not through Shopify is the cost. As I said, a Shopify domain is around $12 or $14. If you go through another domain provider, you may be able to get one cheaper. Through Namecheap, I got my domain for $8.88. So I saved almost 50%. You may be able to get domains for 99 cents or a couple dollars. So that's really the advantage. Okay, and then the very last thing are apps. This is one of my favorite parts. Now, apps are really going to make your life easier. They have apps for everything on Shopify, from customer retention to, let's take a look here, product selection, sourcing and finding products. They even have dropshipping apps. They have productivity, reporting, store design, marketing, sales apps, tons and tons and tons of apps. You'll want to definitely add a couple of these to make your life easier and help you to increase your sales. The apps that I would recommend adding are, I won't name a specific app, but I'll tell you the category. The first one is email marketing. Here. Email marketing is something you want to start from the very beginning. Through an email marketing app, you can set up a pop-up or a way to collect emails from your visitors. And then in the future, you can send those people emails to announce new store news. You can share sales, promo codes, all kinds of stuff. If you haven't heard the term, the money is in the list, and this is 100% true. This may be one of the most boring things you do, but it's super essential, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so that's email marketing. The second kind of app I would recommend you getting would be through dropshipping, and I like Oberlo here. So through a dropshipping app, you can not only source products, but you can also set up auto fulfillment. So as you start getting those orders, it'll be processed through the app. So it'll save you time and really make things nice and convenient for the operation of your dropshipping store. Okay, so the next kind of app I would recommend would be for social proof. And let me see if I can find the category here. Let me see if it's, let's see, here it is, creating social proof. Social proof is really big for online stores because the customer can't touch and feel and experience the product they're buying, they're going to rely heavily on your copywriting skills, which means writing a really keyword-rich illustrative description that we talked about earlier, along with great product images and photos, video, and social proof. So there are a variety of social proof apps, and let me click one here so you can see an example of what I'm talking about. Some of these apps that I really like, they'll show as you're shopping, Julie just bought this product, or 39 products in cart for this specific product, something like that. And let me see if I can show you an app that has that. Okay, so this one, I don't see any images for it. Let me see. It really helps with your store conversions. Okay, so this is a good one. So you can see one here. It tells you as a customer, this other customer purchased this recently. Only 3 left, urgency. Courtney from here just ordered this product, social proof. This one is Farah. Here, Farah's social proof. So that's another one. And then the last type of app to get is for cart abandonment. So with cart abandonment, that means that a customer added a product to their cart, but they did not check out. So you really want to follow up with them, find out why they didn't check out. Was there aversion to price? Do they need a discount? Are they still thinking about it? So you'll follow up with them, and that'll help to increase sales to your store. Go crazy with this. Really dive deep and take a look and see what apps are the best fit for your store. And that's it. So we've been recording for about 32 minutes, and that's through me talking and kind of explaining everything. And the store is set up. So you can see it took under an hour to set up the Shopify Dropshipping store. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed and found this helpful. If you have any questions, comment down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to get more content like this. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.